The book was meant for you, so keep it to yourself. I had a comment on a video I posted on YouTube, and to kind of summarize the comment, it was basically saying that if God wrote a book for individuals here on earth to read and follow, he chose certain individuals that were going to follow him. Kind of a basic dictate of Christianity. He knows who you are before you are and who's going to follow, who's not. So he's going to have his certain individuals picked. And these are the people that are going to find his book, read his book, follow the dictates in it, and convert to Christianity. With this concept in mind of this chosen individual, it's kind of disturbing to see people wanting to force this on everywhere else with this Christian nationalism thing in here. Because the simple truth is, and there's examples of this in the Bible, take Pharaoh, for instance, where God kept hardening his heart when it seemed like he wanted to change and release the Jews from captivity. But God hardened his heart to increase more and more plagues, to prove his point, to prove his power or something, I guess. Whatever the narcissistic behavior was, he wanted to show his might and make sure everyone knew who he was. So he kept hardening the heart of Pharaoh. What these Christian nationalists are trying to do is fight against this hardened heart and to keep trying to break it down. But they can't, because certain individuals are not chosen to be part of this faith. So stop pushing this on everyone else. And this should be a pretty simple idea to follow. It should be something to kind of keep the Christians out of everything going on in the world, not where you have to dictate everything that's happening in the world, because they're the chosen. They're picked. They don't have to worry about anything. Just follow their rules and they'll be fine. And they can do that in any ordinary society. If they don't believe in abortion, think it's harming of babies, then don't get an abortion. If you don't believe in gay marriage and think that's against the wills of your God, don't get a gay marriage. That's fine. Follow your own rules. You don't have to subject everyone else to follow your own rules, because then you're actually fighting against probably the will of God and how he wants to operate in this world. And we see it more and more every day when they're trying to force this on there. They're forcing the hand of God. How would he truly feel about this? When the narcissist that wants to have his own plan in place to do things, and people are trying to usurp it with their own ideologies and forcing his beliefs on everything else. It's not going to go well for them. They're fighting against their own teachings and their own beliefs by doing this. They can live happily in their own world, and they probably should. This book was meant for you. It was special. You're chosen. Live with that. That's perfectly fine by the rest of us. You don't have to force it on everyone else. You can operate within our society without having to change our society in the process.